Very good morning. This is Jyotirmay, Department of Biology. Today we are here to know about the new topic known water. What is water? The concept of the water. It is too little to waste. It is too little to waste because on the earth the water which is present, okay, the land, earth, the part of the earth, 70% is filled with the water. But if you conclude that 70% water into 100%, then 97% of salt water is present. Where this salt water is present? In seas and oceans. In sea and ocean, 97% water is present. That 97% water also salty water and not useful. And then remaining 3%. In the 3% too, we get it from glaciers. We know it. What are glaciers? Where Himalayas or Arctic, Antarctic areas, the snow, the water is in the form of ice or nothing but snow. That formation of the water is actually called glacier. So the glaciers are 2% on the earth. Glaciers are ice in polars is about 2%. Then natural available in our regular life is only 1%. That 1% too from ponds, lakes, rivers, wells. This is just only 1%, just 1%. Ante total overall the earth, the drinking water availability is only just 1%. That's what it is too little to waste. Then how much waste and how much water is present? 70% of the land is occupied by water. But from that 70%, if you conclude as 100%, from that 97% is waste. And we can't utilize in our regular life. And which can be utilized in our regular lives? 3%, also in the 2% in poles and as well as in a glaciers. The only 1% is floating on the earth like ponds, rivers, lakes, wells as a drinking water. That is only just 1%, so that it is our responsibility to save water. This is our responsibility. Must and should we have to save water and do not waste water, because even underground also we have to conclude underground level water also. Because why we have to save this? For the future generations. Now if we utilize 100% of the water which is present on the earth, supposed to be, then how can we use it by the future generations? So that for the utilization of the future generation, now we have to use little amount of water and not to waste it. Is it clear? Then we look at what is the physical and chemical nature of water. Okay. what are the characters for water? So basically, water don't have no color, no smell, and no taste. No color, no smell, no taste. Okay, no color. You can't find the color. For example, from river, if you take water, you can easily find your hands. And the water is transparent and nothing but not have any color for it. And no odor even. And no smell. And no taste even. So, if these three qualities present, and this is the physical character of the water. And anything on the earth has a physical character as well as chemical character. So what is the physical character of it? And appearance, no color, no smell, no taste. Then next one, the chemical character. What is the chemical character of water? The chemical character of water is, so what is the chemical character of the water? Is the pH value is 7. And the water is neutral. Why it is neutral? Because it doesn't have any color, any smell, any taste. So that the chemical composition or the pH value of the water is 7. And it is neutral. Neutral it is. Okay. And this water is available in 3 states. What are they? The water is available in three states. And don't think that Telangana, Andhra Pradesh not like that. The physical phenomenon, appearance, okay, we can get this water in 3 forms. The one, liquid. The 2, solid. 3, water vapor. And gas. Liquid, solid, water vapor. Liquid, solid, water vapor. When it is in the stage of liquid, between the room temperature. When it is in the form of solid, 0 degrees Celsius is maintained. When it turns into water vapor, when you boil water in 100 degrees Celsius. This is a boiling point, right? 100 degrees Celsius is a boiling point. In 100 degrees Celsius, if you heat water, it start evaporating. And water vapors start evaporation. Water vapor and gaseous form. It turns into gaseous form. And when you look at about 0 degrees, it turns into solidary form. And liquid in room temperature. And then when you look at about this water doesn't have any proper shape. It occupies the space, occupies the shape of particular object. For example, if you pour water in glass, it occupies the shape of glass. If you pour water, just a minute. If you pour water in this bottle, then occupies this bottle shape. If you pour in a bowl, it occupies shape of bowl. If you pour it in any utensil, it occupies in a bucket or pot. And in which object you are choosing, that water occupies a particular object shape. And then water don't have a particular shape. In which shaped object you are pouring, the water also get that shape. Is it clear? because water is a liquid. Am I right? And water also flows from higher level to the lower level. It has a nature of floating. And when it is why it has a why water is a liquid? Because, and why it can be float and don't have a particular shape? Because here is a major concept I'll tell you. So basically, when you look at about the liquid form of water, the liquid form of water, the molecules are somewhat distant. You know it. The non-living parts are made up of molecules, right? In liquidatory form, the water molecules are not much near, so that they don't have a particular shape, and in which object you pour, it gets that shape. But when you look at about the solid, the molecules are too closer. So that they get a particular shape of that object. Okay, so that they get a particular shape of the object, solid form of water. Again, when you look at about the water vapor, the molecules are between the one molecule to another molecule, there is a huge gap. So that they don't have any shape and freely can escape. Is it clear? So due to the light weight, due to the water molecules, when you boil, the molecules have a gap between a lot. That's what it escapes into the atmosphere. So this is what water and basically, which is too little on the earth, and it is available in the form of liquid, solid and water vapor, and it has no color, no smell, no taste, and pH value is 7, neutral, chemical composition, percentage of hydrogen is 7 and neutral, so that it don't have no color, no smell and no taste. And water is available in 3 states. What is that? Liquid, solid and water vapor. Throughout the earth we get water, but that water is not drinking water. We get salty and fresh water. Salty water is 97% and drinking water is just only 3%. That to 2% are in poles and glaciers, which we can't use. And next one is, which we are drinking in our regular life, is 1% in underground, pond, lake, rivers, wells. In that, this water is available. Okay. Then we look at next character. So basically, water has, this is a character. Okay. But how water is maintained on the earth? How water is maintained on the earth? By water cycle. We know it. So from the oceans and rivers, water is evaporated, and that evaporated water form clouds, and later by the condensation. After that, due to the precipitation, the water melts and slowly start as a raining. Again it goes off, again it comes up. So by this way the water cycle starts. So how water cycle continues and what everything we discuss later in the next class. Then how this water is useful, what impurities are present, how we are using in our regular life, how water is being polluted, how water cycle is maintained, we look at in the next class. But now I'll explain you for what purpose water is useful in our regular days. For what purpose water is useful? You know it. Majorly the water is useful for bathing. How in a regular life water is useful? For bath. For bathing, for cleaning, and for washing clothes, And for washing utensils, for cleaning rooms or areas, utensils are for different purposes, for cleaning. And water is also used in our regular life for cooking, and water is also useful for agricultural purpose, and also in industries. In agriculture and industries, and more than that, even irrigating water for giving watering for plants, and more water is also useful for, and even in hospitals, the major purpose for drinking. See, basically we people will live, we can live without eating food at least for 1 week or 10 days as of our capacity. But we can't live without drinking water. Am I right? Without drinking water at least for 2 to 3 days. I mean maximum 3 to 4 days. After that we must and should have to drink water. Otherwise it leads to death. Ante for many life activities in our body and for many livelihood, for home, for sewage, for industries, for hospitals, for many purposes, and even for agriculture, for many purposes we need water. That's what water is also called, the precious resource and the important resource. Without water there is no life on the earth, because the life also started in water. Okay, so we look at next about next usage of water in next further classes. I hope today you understood my class and enjoyed well. So just read your textbook, State Board book as well as Lakshmi Singh book. Very, very important. Follow up the books and read lessons, and also complete your classworks. Is it clear? Complete your classworks and read lesson properly. And one more thing, very, very important. Be safe at home. If any doubts you have, just contact me. I'll clarify your doubt. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you dear. Have a nice day.